Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. So, when I'm off and my little boy's not here, I like to do my makeup and come chat with you guys while I do it. So, that's what we're gonna do right now, okay? So, I have got the new Jeffree Star and Morphe palette, which um, I haven't had a Morphe palette in a really long time. My friend sent it to me, and I was so excited to try it. Oh, I'm not. There we go. How's that? A little bit better? I'm so excited to try it. I'll show you guys what it looks like. I've tried it a couple times, and honestly, hey Cindy, the colors are really, really good. The only complaint that I have about this palette is that the pinks and the reds will stain your eyes. So if you're, going to be using it, make sure that you put down some concealer or some kind of primer to protect your eyes from that. But what I'm doing is I'm dabbing in these swampy green colors, and I'm just doing a little eye look. So I wanted to pop on and talk with you guys. Hey Lou. You guys. Okay, so Lou, I'm going to talk about you for a second, okay? So you guys, I don't know if y'all know this, but Lou Ellen has a channel, okay? And she also has a website called saafelife.com. SAAFELIFE.com. Okay? And it's all about, she's an abuse survivor. Okay? She's an abuse survivor. And so what she did yesterday, and Lou, seriously, yesterday, I loved it. I hope that you're going to keep going in the book, and you need to link your PayPal or some way for us to donate a one-time fee, to your PayPal or something in the description box of your video, so that way we can kind of pay you for reading the books in the book, which is called Abuse. It is what it is. And if any of you guys have been in any kind of physical, sexual, mental, verbally abusive relationships, I think that you guys will really be able to relate to her story. And she's also giving us a different point of view. She's reading through the book, and then she's also adding, a little bit more in to make it more in depth. So it's good. It's good. We just started, so yeah. She's uploading those on her channel, which is the same as her name here in the chat. So anyway, I wanted to pop on and chat with you guys about early recovery and the struggle, okay? So quite a few of you guys have been reaching out and saying that you're struggling. And I want you guys to know that I understand and I can relate. If you go back through my videos, you guys will see that there are a lot of times when I'm struggling, and I will come on camera and I'll just be crying my eyes out because I'm just having a hard time, But one thing for sure, you guys, hey Gunny, is that no matter what, we don't have to get high. We don't have to pick up today, and that's one of the things that I have to remind myself when I'm going through a hard time, is that I don't have to get high, that I can choose to stay sober today, and I don't have to make bad choices today, and that I also have to remind myself a lot that, this too shall pass. And okay, so I know that I'm kind of just touching the surface, so let me go a little bit deeper for you guys, what I'm talking about. So in early recovery, you guys, a lot of the times we're struggling with feeling really uncomfortable in our own skin, right? Because first of all, we don't know how to live our lives without drugs and alcohol, okay? We have always used alcohol and or drugs to use as a coping skill or a buffer in situations, okay? So now that we're sober, we don't have that buffer. You know how you're at the county fair or the circus or something, not the circus, but the fair, and they got the little bumper cars, right? You're the car, okay? You're the car. And the drugs and alcohol are the bumper that when you, hey Tandy, what's up? That when you hit those other cars, it bounces you off, right? That's what drugs and alcohol are to a drug addict, okay? They're that protection, that bumper when we interact with others. A lot of the times, I know for me, like I would have to get high. I wouldn't have to, but I felt like I needed to. I would have to get high in order to talk to other people, in order to socialize to where I felt not embarrassed, not ashamed, and didn't have a whole bunch of anxiety. I can remember times where I would just like eat handfuls of Xanax before I went to functions, either at my parents' house or out and about, where I had to deal with a bunch of people that were sober because I didn't know how to deal with them. And sometimes I just needed to get high, even if, I was around other people that were using, because I just didn't know how to be around people that were, just be around people, period. Okay, so that's what drugs and alcohol were like for me. And so when you get sober, you're like super duper uncomfortable, right? And that's the only way I can explain it to you guys, is that in my experience with my first 6 months to a year sober, I was extremely uncomfortable. Okay, I was awkward. I was full of anxiety. I'm still a little awkward, but I accept it now. Like I love myself for me, and I don't let anyone, his opinion or anything like that affect me like I used to. Now, I used to be so sensitive, and those things would really, really bother me. But since I've grown in my recovery and really started to stand on my own 2 feet, like now I know without a shadow of a doubt, that I'm doing the right thing, and I love myself today, and I'm taking steps in the right direction to build myself up and be even better. But it takes time, So, hey Amy, thanks girl. It takes time, you guys, to get to that point where you're starting to feel that confidence inside, right? And there's things that you can do to practice to feel confident, right? So like coming on and doing my makeup and talking with you guys and getting ready in the morning, that's one way, or in the afternoon whenever I'm getting ready. That's one thing that helps me feel confident is putting myself together, taking a shower, getting cleaned up, doing my face. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel beautiful, right? And so if you're a girl, those are things that you can do that will help you. Now, if you're a guy, getting up, shaving your face, going to the gym, picking out a nice outfit, those are all things that you can do that make you feel better, right? Make your bed in the morning. One thing that my sponsor has always told me to do when I wake up, before I even leave the house, is to make my bed. Do not leave the house with an unmade bed. And I know that might seem so trivial, right? Hey, George, this video is for you. I know that might seem like not a big deal, but getting up, making your bed, you guys, will help you in the long run, okay? It's just a step towards being responsible and holding it together. So, cool, I like that color. Yeah, so I just want to encourage you guys, like if you're struggling, you're not alone. We all go through the struggle, okay? We all go through it. Oh, hell. I mean, for the longest time, you guys, I used to be crying every single day, right? Good job, George. I used to cry every single day, you guys. And because I was just depressed, scared, uncomfortable, I didn't know, like, how I was going to feel from day to day. And that's all dissipated. And now I feel a whole lot better, So it just takes time. It really does. So if you're early on in your recovery, don't get discouraged. Don't give up on yourself. Don't stop until the miracle happens. That's what a lot of people say in AA. Don't stop until the miracle happens. So, I don't know what the hell just happened, but I'm like breaking out in sweat. Okay, let's put on some highlights. It's easy to get discouraged in early sobriety. It's easy to get discouraged in recovery in general. One of my friends who has a channel, y'all should check him out. His name is Nick, and he has a channel called Hopeless to Hopeful. And his friend passed away from an overdose, and he was making a video about that this morning. And you know, when you lose somebody to the disease of addiction, you guys, he called me yesterday. When you lose somebody to the disease of addiction, it's like fucking depressing, right? But that's happening. It's unfortunate, but it's happening to so many people all over the United States of America and the world in general. Overdose is not a joke. And listen to me, okay? Okay, I will. I'll mod you, George. But I'm going to have to text you some rules and regulations of being a moderator here on this channel. Boom. There you go. Now, I'll tell you this. That's why recovery, you guys, is not a joke. Like, it's not a game. And for a long time, you know, I think people would kind of get aggravated with me because, like, I don't play around, you know, like, my recovery is serious to me, and I don't want to lose my life, and I don't want to lose anyone else that I love that's important to me, right? You guys are important to me. I don't want you guys to relapse and die. But it's really important to understand that, like, if you're running around and you're getting high and getting drunk, that you're playing with your life. You're risking your life. And, you know, there's no other way for me to say it other than that. Like, if you don't stop, you're going to die. You know, it might not happen right away, but eventually it will. You're going to die, or you're going to end up in jail or the crazy house. You know? So don't get discouraged. Just keep on, you know, keep it on. If you're struggling and you're in a relapse or you need support, you can always email me. We have a Facebook group. I mean, there's all kinds of different resources, you guys, okay? Just never, never, never give up. All right? I love you guys, and I am going to put some mascara on and go hit the streets, go out and about. I'm going to go look and see if I can find that Rachel girl, because I went by the place yesterday and she wasn't out there. So I'm going to try and find her today. And I'll let you guys know, and I will update you guys on how everything goes. Okay? I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see y'all later.